Hi everybody, welcome to another review. Let me go ahead and say that I apologize ahead of time for not having my reviews uploaded in a consistent and timely fashion. A lot has been going on in my neck of the woods, but thank you for continuing to support the channel and for being patient. It is 10:19 p.m. I just finished watching the action comedy film titled Novocaine, starring Jack Quaid, Amber Midthunder, Ray Nicholson, and Jacob Blatten. And as per usual, be spoiler free. And if you like the content of my channel, please hit the subscribe button below to spread the word to your friends and family. And let's go ahead and talk about Novocaine. Every so often, there's a film, or a myriad of films for that matter, that when they're released in the theater, it's a clear, stark reminder of why it is very important to remain within the confines of experiencing an action film or any story for that matter on the big screen. And Novocaine is that type of story. You have comedy, action, violence, brutality, just everything within this film is the clear reminder of why escapism within cinema is exponentially important. Now, Jack, it's a very simple, formulaic, predictable type of film. I grew up watching these type of action films from my childhood, from the 80s and the 90s, with Schwarzenegger, Van Damme, Stallone, Seagal, you name it. And so this was more, I consider to be a love letter to fans of those particular genre type films. Jack Quaid plays Nathan Kane, aka Novocaine, a clever play on words, this assistant manager at a bank who is unable to feel pain, and he's living this mundane, strict, organized regimen of a life until he develops this connection with his coworker named Sherry, who, for all intents and purposes, they both have this unique way of understanding one another until villainous bank robbers come in and kidnap her, and he's using his abilities at being unable to feel pain to save the girl. Now, again, it's very predictable, it's formulaic, it's insane, it's over the top, but yet they took a concept that, while on the surface it doesn't make sense and it's ridiculous, but it works in so many different ways, and how they managed to incorporate it in a method that allows you to not only, even though he can't feel pain, from the audience perspective, you were feeling every single blow, every single stab, every single throw through the wall. It's so uniquely and cleverly executed that you can't help but have fun with it because he is the underdog. The beautiful concept about this film is Jack Quaid's character of Nathan Kane. He has no mysterious past. He's not a fighter. He's not anyone that you would expect anything out of, except this is just some regular guy, and he's using his ability of not being able to feel pain to engage in this horrific, humorous, and violent journey. And the way they execute the action sequences with him, not and with him using his environment and the surroundings all around him, really was, again, clever and humorous. It gave you this sense of, wow, this guy really has no idea what he's doing. He's thrust he's in way over his head, but you can't help but root for the underdog because he is the perfect underdog. And Jack Quaid, I thought, really captured the essence of what it means to be an awkward single guy who's just more interested in playing video games. He's never had much of a life. All his existence is pretty much work and video games, and that's it. And he just does a great job as he progresses into this heroic type character, where, again, you can't help but root for the underdog. Amber Midthunder plays the girlfriend Sherry, and she does a great job too. And you have Jacob Blatten, who, in a way, he plays Roscoe. He's the best friend of Nathan Kane, and in a way, he's just doing a reprisal of his character Ned from Spider-Man: Homecoming, Far From Home, and even No Way Home. And the one thing that I noticed about their performances was how it was clearly obvious they were having such a great time interacting with one another because their chemistry was great. The dialogue just felt natural. It didn't feel forced. It just felt like that you're watching these three individuals having a genuine conversation with one another, with their reactions being uniquely sincere. And I found it so refreshing. I mean, it was such an exciting time. It's probably, honestly, this year has been a pretty dry and mundane year when it comes to cinema. This is the reason why I love film. I just love being able to sit down for about an hour 30 minutes to 2 hours and just say, this is entertaining, it's exciting. And Novocaine does all of that in many ways, in many different ways. And the process with the action sequences as well, I would love to have seen more, but the fact that they left you wanting more is clear of what they at painting the scenario of sometimes less is better, and leaving certain things ambiguous gives you the broader perspective of saying, you know what, trying to drag this out will only make it that much more boring. And the fact that I was not bored at all, I did not check my phone at all. This film provides so much excitement and action and entertainment that I highly recommend it. It's probably the best, at this moment, the best film of 2025. And I'm hoping that it does develop a sequel and it gains an audience because it absolutely deserves it. The best way I can describe it from a tone perspective is if you took, say, Nobody, Atomic Blonde, John Wick, or even Taken for that matter, and just mashed them all together with the Three Stooges like concept of being unable to feel pain and just have it be just as ridiculous as possible. That's what Novocaine is, and I highly recommend it. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 2 thumbs up, 8 out of 10. Just a all-around great experience that I sincerely hope gains an audience. That is my review of Novocaine. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about it if you have watched it, and provide a like and a comment if you're interested. Take care, my friends. You'll be hearing from me again. Peace out.